I'll just set up virtual.
Is it already going? Are we on?
Yeah, we're on. They can hear you. They can hear you.
Gotcha. Hey, hello. It's so funny when you can't see stream. I'm sure there'd be.
Wait.
Did I lose you? Did I do it? Are we back? What's going on?
Yeah, we're back. Hold on. I'm just turning on my
Okay. No worries.
I think we're good. So how's it going? Can you hear me?
He says, I think Lex is still logged into my Discord on her laptop.
What? What? What?
She blocked us both. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've been following the Mr. Beast drama, then you probably know who Dogpack 404 is. And if you know who Dogpack 404 is, you most likely know who Jake Weddle is, because he was the main contestant, the main source of the second video, Mr. Beast is a Sociopath. Now, Jake Weddle himself got himself into a bit of controversy with the commentary community because of some of the things he posts on Instagram and some of the ways that his girlfriend, now former girlfriend, would post on YouTube, whether it be video responses, Instagram posts calling out certain community members and whatnot. And this led to a pretty messy breakup. And now I've got an interview set up with Jake Weddle that I'm going to show you. This breakup was crazy, my friends. We were live. A lot of stuff went down, including hacking, including blackmail. All kinds of crazy stuff happened, and I want to share it with you guys. As always, on this channel, we don't encourage any of this stuff. We don't encourage hacking. We don't encourage harassment to Lex, to anyone involved in this situation. But make sure you do the research. Everything I present to you, make sure that you go look into it to find more information and clarifying details. And I hope you guys enjoy the interview. There will be timestamps in the description down below so that you can kind of skip around to the parts that you're really interested in. And I hope you enjoy. Let me know what you think.
So, right off the bat, I'd like to say, I said on the stream that this would be the last place I talk about this. The only reason why me and Cam are doing this video is because I told Cam he had first dibs. But it happened live on Aiden's stream, which I'm glad it happened that way because it unfolding in real time added a lot more layers to it.
Oh, yeah.
But this is filmed immediately after that entire situation just happened. So as after December 27th, I'm done. No, I'm never talking about this ever again.
No, that was insane. It was like an end game level twist because it was just going to be a call, just Aiden and you kind of clearing the air, and then
I didn't know it was going to be a live debate between me and Lex while she's dropping shit in real time.
No, literally as you were.
She's blocking me from getting. I'm trying to get on this stream. I have to. She's hacked into all my accounts, and I have to get out.
Right, we're going by definitions here. By definition, while we were mid convo trying to set this up, you were hacked. Right, by definition. Right.
Well, what that means is that she's been in all my shit for the last 4 or 5 days, which is insane. I sent her an email saying, please log out of all my things. And I didn't ask her that as a boyfriend. I asked her that as her old boss. She was my assistant. And I said, hey, business email to business email, please log out of all my things.
Amazing. And her way to help you with all that was, let me go and block all these people trying to get your word out. I'm not trying to silence you or anything. I'm just trying to help.
I'm trying to say, Lex is defaming me publicly. Here's why. And she's saying, no, I can't let him speak for his mental health.
No,
okay, then stop spreading things about me for my mental health. Let me log on to my accounts for my mental health.
But let's just get back to the beginning. So you met Lex through the Mr. Beast drama, I guess you could say. Or
I don't even the fact that we're even talking about Lex right now is giving her too much attention. But yes, she reached out to me because she said she had some tea about Jimmy. Turns out her tea was a nothing burger.
Okay.
She just wanted to have some tea. She just wanted to insert herself in the drama.
Burgers with Jake.
And I just, I trust people. Whoopsie daisies. That's my fault. But we were talking for a little bit. She became my personal assistant because, as my YouTube stuff was ramping up, I needed help.
Right.
I got a lot of subscribers really, really fast, and I was in dire need of some assistance. So I hired one. They always say, don't date your coworkers, which is super fair,
fair.
But I do feel like her intention was, the plan,
Oh yeah,
start doing this.
yeah, because you
know,
have you got to about 184,000 subscribers, literally off of like one video.
I had 190. I had 190 at one point.
Oh, okay.
But I did lose some because, and I was expecting that.
Yeah,
because a lot of people who clicked on my stuff, they clicked on for Beast drama.
Yeah,
and I did continue to talk about Beast stuff. I did collaborations with Row and Dawson continuously.
Yeah.
But I also did stand-up stuff, and when people clicked on my shit for the purpose of, you know, ooh, I want Jimmy T.
Right.
And then not everything I said was Jimmy T, which I had people saying I was talking about it too much, too
Right,
little,
right.
whatever. I digress. So I was planning on shedding some after the big influx. But I was trying to keep up with, you know, oh, look at all these subs. This is nice. I don't want to waste, you know, the opportunity. People subscribed. I want to give them something to, you know, be subscribed for.
Right, right.
But I was really overwhelmed. You know, it was so much. I think I say this on the Adam McIntyre podcast as well, that it was really intimidating. You know, all of that. On top of all the hate I was getting, on top of all the things I was trying to do while I was growing, you know. And so when I hired Lex, I was like, oh, Jimmy T, blah, blah, blah. We're talking a little bit. I say I need an assistant. She goes, oh, I can be your assistant. That's great. She is actively being my assistant, so we're in a lot of communication. And we have like a heart-to-heart one night. We're talking all night. I think I talked about this in one of my videos that I've taken down recently, the story of how I met Lex. But I said it in a much more positive way.
Yeah,
which is really funny.
Things changed for sure.
That's so funny.
So
you know?
do you think that possibly, you know, when you first started popping off around the Beast stuff, this video, the real reason I left Mr. Beast, to hit 1 million views, right? And in the video after that, the Jimmy one hit 521,000, and then the Jake the Viking one, 500,000. So do you think that she possibly saw these numbers? You know
what's so funny? No, I don't think she watched my videos at all. I think she saw me on the dog pack thing, because whenever I referenced something from one of my own videos, I don't think she watched any of my content up until she started working for me. I think she saw me on the dog pack thing. That was it.
She's a Jake Weddle fan, not you, but the Jake Weddle in that video. In that dog pack. That's insane.
She likes the idea of me.
Yeah. And you think that kind of helped the relationship end in a way as well, right?
Well, it was like she was being supportive to me at first in a way that I hadn't been supported before. You know, it was really, really jarring to my friends and family and, you know, personal, you know, close people. You know, I would ask advice to a lot of people about this content creator thing, and the only like people that could give me any advice were other content creators. Right. So like I thought, oh, she's a content creator. Oh, she's been doing this for a little bit. Oh, she's, you know, being supportive in this way, being supportive in that way. So like, yeah, I got like love bombed up top, you know, and I'm very susceptible to love bombing. I tell you, I love getting loved. But you know, I think, you know, after some love bombing, and then some trauma bonding. Whoopsie daisies. That's the name of the special. It's easy to you know? Yeah. No, it's so funny that I named the special trauma bonding, because now it has such a different connotation now. Oh, God, I got a bit about Lex in my special, actually, where I say she's not a good. Well, it's funny. I you know, at the end of my special, I say to my lovely Lex. I gave her a little tribute at the end of the. Oh, silly boy.
That's what happens, man. At least she didn't get a tattoo, you know. That's how short relationships. Oh gosh,
it's close, baby.
It was only 3 months, right? 3 short months, or 3 long months.
We were talking for like a month before that.
Okay.
Yeah. But like the relationship itself.
That was more work-related chats, though, right? Like assistant type stuff.
That was like a month of. It was mostly just, you know, like when somebody slides into your DMs and you have a parasocial DM relationship with somebody. It's like a month of that. And then maybe like 2-3 weeks of she was like my assistant for like 2-3 weeks. And then it was dating. So
that's good. Did you notice like anything weird? Like I don't want to make this like a big like drama like spill.
I love ignoring red flags. I love ignoring red flags. You know, I had a lot of people warning me. I had a lot of people telling me, you know, this is this pattern of behavior for her, is what she does. I mean, this is. You know, I was a silly. I gave her a lot of benefit of the doubt, because when I was in a really, really, really bad mental health place, like I was in a really bad mental health place. I mean, I did that video as Jake Weddle, okay, you know, where I talk about what a bad mental health place I was in, and so here somebody swoops in, you know, I'll make it all better. Don't worry, you know. I ignored a lot of red flags because I appreciated a lot of the ways she helped me in the beginning, you know, as my assistant, as what I thought to be a supportive partner. And then whoopsie daisies, I will fight anybody who tells me not to trust her,
Right,
and I will
right.
believe her when she says don't trust somebody.
It's like
Whoops.
it's like when your mom tells you like stay away from crazy girls. Yeah, I got you. And then you get one, and then you can't leave. Yeah, and the internet has. She's kind of done an interesting thing of kind of archiving a lot of her red flags to people. Like on Reddit, she goes on Reddit and posts about her own drama and whatnot, making it easy for like the people who are, following the Mr. Beast stuff to see, this is Jake Weddle's girlfriend. And she's like on here talking about how her old roommates like hate her and her old best friend hates her. And
she's very, very public about all of the people or she was for a while. She was very public for a while. And she told me all of it, how everybody in her hometown doesn't like her. The car scene down there doesn't like her. Her roommates don't like her. Her friends don't like her. She's pushed everybody away, in real life. But she has like a Discord community that's supportive, and I think people should have support, whether it's online, whether it's in real life.
Oh yeah.
I think it's really important to have really strong like social connections, community, all that jazz.
I agree.
But when everybody in your immediate vicinity has this opinion of you that you're doing all this crazy stuff, and and again at the time, I was receiving like the most heinous, vile. My comment sections were awful because I was speaking out against, what I was speaking out against. Yeah. So I was sitting here thinking, oh, we're both going through a lot of online harassment.
Right.
I didn't think deeper than that. I thought it was almost a relatable issue that we had in common rather than a red flag.
Yeah, that's kind of what led me to reaching out to you because, for example, I look up Lex and I see her talking about this person hates her, these people hate her, these people hate her, and you you don't make that known. Other people aren't making content about you.
I don't hate people, and not a lot of people hate me.
Yeah, people online. I think now that you've had that interview with Aiden, like a lot of people realize they don't hate you. They just think your content's kind of weird. Maybe they
that's fine.
Yeah, maybe they didn't like you from the Mr. Beast stuff, but genuinely, like you're a good guy, and that's why we're still friends. We're still buddies to this day.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Hell yeah, man. Like, I guess back to the relationship. Would you say that there were any like, you have like 3 strikes, right? Was there like a 1 strike, 2 strike thing you've noticed with her that was like, okay, we gotta wrap this up soon? Or
was there was times we were arguing about her like picking fights with a lot of my friends, like my co-headliner Ben Malone. We went on tour, and my mom. She was butting heads with my mom sometimes.
Oh no, that's where you end it.
You're done.
If you're enemies with the mom, it's over.
One of the biggest fights we had, and again, we had 2 fights. It was like this fight, and then when she was kicking me out of her house, was hey, be nice to my friends and my mom.
It's fair. Pretty simple rules.
Just be nice to my friends and my mom, please.
Yeah. And it's good. It's good you set that flag too. Like you don't let your partner or your girlfriend like take you away from your friends and family. You set the rules.
Right. Yeah. But her rules were like, don't yell at me. Right. Which is super fair. Like
fair.
You should never yell at your partner. Obviously. But like everybody's a human being. Like everybody, like you get frustrated with people. Everybody's in relationships. If it gets too toxic, get out of it.
Yeah.
Like if you guys are like screaming all the time, like I've gotten out of relationships because they've gotten too toxic. I'm like, look, we're fighting all the time. This isn't healthy. Let's get the hell out of this.
Yeah. Like we fight more than we love, pretty much, type of things.
Yes. And for me, because me and Lex didn't fight often, we had 2 fights. It was that one, and then the one she's kicking me out of her place. And so that's why it was such a jarring 180 where I was like, whoa, what the hell happened just now?
Yeah.
We can't talk about this. We can't, you're just going to go straight to removing me from your home in a foreign country.
Yeah. That's kind of insane.
Yeah. I thought it was insane. And that's why I reacted the way I did.
Right.
It was because I thought it was insane. And then when I was reacting the way I did out of how insane the situation was, she said, ooh, now I fear for my safety. I'm going to call the police. And I'm going, what are you doing that for? What the fuck's going on right now? And next thing you know, I'm on a flight back to the US.
Yeah. As the assistant, do you think there were anything she was doing, like the stuff she was doing on Reddit, on Twitter, on these social medias? Did any of this stuff kind of mess with you?
Honestly, I'll say this. She was a very, very, very good assistant. I
Okay.
think she was if I could give her a letter of recommendation as an assistant, she's a very good assistant. Her emails were great. Her scheduling was great. The help she gave me on my production was great. The problems she had was being my public facing girlfriend. Those were not in her assistant duties.
Okay. So you're
yeah.
so you didn't tell her, like, you weren't assigning her these tasks of like doing these things on Reddit or like.
I didn't know. Of course not.
Okay.
She was as my spouse. She was going online and talking about me and posting about me, and as a content creator in her own right.
Okay.
Because she has her own stuff. So she was just the way she was publicly injecting herself into the the drama. Those were not. I did not ask her to do that as
Okay.
my assistant.
Okay.
She took that upon herself as my significant other.
Yeah, because that's an idea that's been floating around as people were like, oh, well, Jake is clearly like making her do this. Like, she's not that bad.
No, if anything, I really wish she reeled it in.
Oh,
I
for
really wish she
sure.
reeled it in. Yeah.
Because-
that was her reeled in. I said that in the thing. That was her reeled in. I was
Yeah.
like, maybe don't say that. Maybe don't say that. Maybe don't say that. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, because when all this stuff first started popping off and you kind of started getting haters, like you had an occasional Instagram story or something, but you were never going to like the length of like, I'm going to sue you or like things like this. Or
No. Lex has a history of being like very, very trying to use the law to intimidate people.
It's scary.
Yeah, that's a very scary thing to do. Use the law to intimidate people. Yeah. So I, with like the Hellbent thing, like I backed up my partner publicly, because she wanted to, she's very sue happy. And I think because at the end of a lawsuit, you receive a lot of money.
Yeah. Money's good.
so
People like money.
Yeah. People like money.
For people who are watching the video, the Hellbent situation is a girl by the name of Hellbent, some very small commentary channel in the community. She joined your Patreon to mine information, like to farm information.
Brother, I hate this job so much. I have had people trying to bait me. I have had people sending me death threats. Like like Lex used to make jokes. I just want to work on cars, bro. Like she didn't work on a single car the whole time I was in Canada. Meanwhile, I was doing stand-up shows up there. I was working on new material because I had just dropped the special. I was on the road. I was on tour. I was doing stand-up. Like I was doing like other things.
You're busy.
But while I was busy, hence why I needed an assistant. But while I was busy doing the thing I wanted to do, which is make content, do stand-up, all that jazz, I had like death threats and people baiting me, and these and so trying to combat that. So when Lex was like, "Oh my God, we're gonna sue her," I was like, "Sure, please, get her off." Because I will say, what Hellbent did break laws, and I do have a lawyer. As of this moment, hey Hellbent, whatever, okay.
Right.
I this is so dumb, and I hate this. This is so silly. I find this so dumb.
Hey, maybe one day I'll amend the bridge and have like a little comedy battle,
Yeah, no. Lex was texting me while she was using alt accounts to dupe Hellbent. She was like, "I'm playing her like a fiddle," and I was like, "Okay, babe."
Okay. Yeah,
sure, okay.
I get that. You're kind of just like you wanted to stay out of it, kind of like, okay.
I can't control somebody else. I'm not gonna tell her not to do something. Like she took it upon herself to do all that, and yeah, no, there's some things I said, maybe don't say that publicly, but sometimes you would just say stuff publicly and I'd be like, oh, geez.
Yeah, now you got to deal with it because it's always going to be Jake Weddle's girlfriend. It's never really just like, oh, Lex said this. It's Jake Weddle's girlfriend did this.
Well, that's how she marketed herself. She marketed herself as an attachment to me. And then she's like, I don't want to be just Jake Weddle's girlfriend. And it's like, well, then stop jumping in front of this so hard.
Yeah. So again, like, this is just going to be for the cut so I can like add it in.
Sure.
The Hellbent stuff was she infiltrated your Patreon. She paid to be in there. She, pretended to be a fan, like, hey, I want to know more, blah, 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 blah. She ended up going into your Discord, which was like a paid members exclusive type of thing, to record a call with you and a few members without their consent. Right. Okay.
Yeah, so yeah, she basically paid for a membership. She was a member. She was a little active in the chats. She went to one of the workshops that we held, and in the workshops, here's the point of the Ugly Duck workshops, and the reason why they're called Ugly Duck workshops is because in Greenville, North Carolina, where I did a lot of stand up, where I was in college, I was working at Mr. Beast, but Greenville, North Carolina, the Ugly Duck open mic. That's an open mic that meant a lot to me.
Okay.
I felt like I became the comic I am today, going to Crossbones Tavern and Pitt Street Brewing Company.
Yeah.
Doing shitty little so the Ugly Duck writing workshop was me trying to spiritually continue that. One of my favorite things in stand-up is writing jokes, being in a group of people. Like, I love writers' rooms, and so I wanted to hold writers' workshops on my channel or on my Patreon. If you want to be a member, you can join the writers' workshops. And a lot of people in there have never done stand-up before. A lot of them are on the younger side. I don't think we had anybody under the age of 18, but like 19, 20, like younger people.
Young people.
People who wanted to try stand-up, were interested in it. I said, bring joke ideas.
Right.
I'm going to have joke ideas. We're going to talk about comedy theory. It's just a room where we talk about stand-up twice a month.
Yeah.
That's all it was, And Hellbent joins, and she's like, I've been doing stand-up for 2 years, and I'm kind of a big deal. And I'd say, great, cool, let's have a fun conversation. And she's kind of being obnoxious the whole time, kind of like steamrolling other people, telling people their jokes aren't that great. And, it's like, okay, well, this is a safe space where people can tell jokes. You're being kind of annoying, but it's fine.
Right.
And then she brings up some, which, again, this is what she wants. This is what Lex wants. It's people fucking with me so that I talk about them so that they get attention. This economy of attention is stupid.
Yeah.
I have been dealing with morons tugging on my shirt going, talk about me, talk about me. And it's like, can I just focus on the things I want to do, please?
Yeah.
So real quick, if I may.
Sorry.
So I'm so sorry. But so she's in the Patreon, and she's filming in the Patreon. She's filming on my patrons, without any of the patrons' consent.
Yeah.
And that's when she's asking me questions about Mr. Beast stuff, kind of, and I'm not trying to like say, hey, no Beast talk in the fucking like I'm just trying to keep the vibes chill.
Yeah.
And she's actively making the vibes not chill, and my moderator had to jump in and be like, okay, let's move on, And so I'm getting a little annoyed, and I'm just trying to shut it down, and I'm trying to get back to talking about jokes, fellas. And so then she makes a video where she's like, Jake Weddle never shuts up about Mr. Beast. And I'm like, well, you're clickbaity fucking. Now I know your intention when you got in the chat. And so, and then, I get upset, and then Lex tries to defend me, and then Lex goes full psyop on Hellbent, but now they're buddy because they both hate me now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I after this moment, December 27th, after this, I'm not talking about any of this ever again. So you guys can have your attention. You guys want your attention? Here you go. Get your attention. That's what you wanted. I hope you're happy.
Hell yeah. So during that call, like the Discord call, did you ever think like this was a setup for something? Like, did you ever think it was going to be content, or you were just not really thinking?
I had no idea. I was dealing with 1,000 other things, and I thought that was like, oh, she was annoying. Gotcha. And then I didn't think anything about it for like weeks.
Yeah.
And then video drop. I'm editing the special like super late at night, and I'm about to go to bed, and it's like. Oh, what the fuck is this? God damn it.
Yeah, because the order of this, like she didn't drop the video until after the Soggy Cereals video with Beast, or like Beast approved Soggy Cereals video.
Yeah.
So she was holding off on it until it was like, I guess, okay to be mad at you or something.
Or maybe until it took her long enough to edit. I don't know.
Who knows?
Whatever.
Who knows?
Yeah.
But there was one thing in there I know got people kind of stirred up. Well, actually, it was the whole video itself was kind of like a Streisand effect type of thing, because her video only had like 1,000 views. And then when people heard that there was like lawsuits involved, it started getting around, and it's at like 7,000 now.
Which, is still like, and after this, it's going to get more. So like, whatever. Whoops. Lex was a great assistant. She was not great at PR.
Yeah,
clearly.
So you disavow that, like that law threat, that legal threat, pretty much.
I think she did something that was illegal, shitty, scummy, and cringe.
Yeah.
But no. As of this moment, Hellbent, you're fine.
Right. And I mean, I pirated a few games once in a while. Nah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's water under the bridge. I know in that
whatever.
in
It's
that
fine.
video you made a claim that like Rosanna had contact with the FBI or something.
Yeah. I was trying to say something to get her to quit being annoying.
Yeah.
And I thought we were in a private conversation and I wasn't being filmed.
Exactly how I
Rule
felt.
of thumb for the rest of your life: never assume you're not being filmed. I guess.
Right.
Because everyone is filming you for the purpose of making content about you that is shitty.
Exactly.
So that's the life I live now.
Yeah, that was kind of my takeaway too, that you didn't think it was really going to be public info. You didn't think it was going to be recorded. So you're just kind of chatting shit.
And Rosanna had
up.
publicly said, Rosanna got in trouble, like not in trouble, but she got in hot water for saying that she sent, I've reported Jimmy to the FBI over the CP and his blah, blah, blah. So I was trying to say that quickly while I was annoyed.
Yeah.
So I was like, fucking, like, so I'm so sorry. I misspoke slightly about something I was annoyed about and trying to move on from quickly.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Sure. I tweeted something in 2019. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You know?
While we're on that topic of like lawsuits and stuff, what about the Kuihman one? You know that one?
The what?
The Kuihman one, who was the for anyone looking, Kuihman, I don't know if he was able to get into your Patreon or he hired someone or someone just sent it to him. He joined your Patreon and leaked the special early.
Oh, the guy who, yeah, that's also a crime. It's like a, all right, dude, thank you for watching my special.
Yeah.
Like,
but was that you or was that again like kind of like Lex's idea?
pretty much the exact same situation.
Okay.
Hey, they did a crime, let's sue them.
Yeah.
But at the same time, and I thought, oh well, they did break the law, so there is legal grounds for that. I do have a lawyer now that I purchased with money. You know,
I do.
So,
I think a lot of people are on your side there.
I do think currently, right here, right now, taking somebody to court over these things is very silly, especially for how small they are.
Right.
Because these people do just want the attention from me, and I've said this in 1,000 different places. What these people do is they tug on your shirt and they go, "Hey, am I annoying? Hey, am I annoying?
Yeah.
Am I annoying?" And then you go, "Yes," and they go, "We won."
Yeah, you push them and they're like, "You hit me."
No, literally.
No, yeah, that's definitely something I think a lot of people would agree with. That's definitely something you could just, what is it called? Copyright strike. And I don't think anyone would be upset at because, again,
I copyright strike stuff. I reported stuff. I did say to YouTube Terms and Service, hey, but that's the thing. Like, it was around the holidays and customer service wasn't speedy.
Yeah. So nothing happened anyway.
I'm talking like 6 different robots. I'm like, can I talk to a human goddamn being on the phone about something, please?
No, literally, it's kind of like if you were to just, I don't know, pay for Netflix and then just stream a new movie that just came out and react to it with your audience. Like, don't be upset if you get striked for that kind of content. You know?
Yeah. So I went through the proper, motions of it. But yeah, I think at the end of the day, I think you guys are lame and cringe, and that's not that's okay. You guys are allowed.
It's okay to be lame and cringe.
I'm lame and cringe.
Right.
Everyone calls me lame and cringe. That's fine. We're all just lame and cringe. That's so okay.
So we're at the copyright stuff. So this is at the point where you're kind of finding out that Lex is getting into wars with like the online commentary community at this point.
She's getting into wars with the online commentary community. She's going to war with the mods at the YouTube drama subreddit.
Oh, God.
She's going to war with my friends, my family. Lex is at war.
Yeah.
Lex is fighting.
The YouTube drama thing is kind of crazy because she was one of the few people who, when you first left Twitter, she went on there and was like, "Oh, here's a picture of me and Jake together." Kind of like, "Come at me, bro," to the like commentary people, which was kind of weird.
And again, that's what was like, so like I thought comforting and supportive was because I was getting attacked, and I go, "Oh, here's somebody who's not afraid to, be like, hey, the idea I stand with my boyfriend while they're undergoing something publicly wild and stressful, like that's in a vacuum, that sounds lovely, that sounds great.
Yeah.
But when used maliciously for financial and social gain."
Yeah.
that's, whoopsie daisies.
Yeah, looking back on it, like the videos of trying to fight the commentary people, and be like, "Oh, I'm Jake Weddle's girlfriend, by the way. I'm the Jake Weddle girl." This was also the same time where Hellbent got like DMs, or Lex and Hellbent started DMing about that whole copyright stuff that seemed pretty friendly. And then like alt accounts.
Yeah, her intention was to be friendly with this account and then be like, are role playing as like some kind of like, I'm Lex's like ex-boyfriend from a few years ago. I dated her forever. Yeah, that was her using alt accounts trying to intimidate Hellbent into taking the video down, again with legal threats.
Yeah, people were kind of figuring that out. Like she's making these alt accounts or fake accounts to try to like do like psyops, like I'm gonna go undercover and get on both people's sides type of stuff.
She likes role playing as a lawyer. She likes role playing as like a CIA agent. She likes role playing as an influencer.
So after that, you had her arguing with people, calling out the community, and there was one specific post you put out that I guess caused the shitstorm, right?
Yeah. Oh, what did I say? What did I tweet? Go ahead. What did I tweet?
You put on Instagram, you called out, like the commentary people. I think I might have screenshotted it. If you remember it, you can kind of elaborate.
Which one? Because I've Instagram storied a lot in my day.
I know there was one specific one that caused like the second red flag with the relationship.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. I think Turkey Tom made a video calling my mental health into question. Very classy thing to do. Very cool of you to do. And when that happened, I was like, God, I was just fucking God, And my criticisms again were of the systems in place that are here that allow this type of content to be marketable and profitable. This type of hate engagement is so popular on the platform.
Yeah.
So I was more so like the concept of this type of commentary. I think reactions are fine, commentary's fine, but when people are like, this person's crazy, this person's crazy, this person should die, I hate this person's a lol cow, like that kind of stuff, I think is disgusting. I think that's just, it's because it's just bullying for profit.
Yeah.
That's all it is. And so I was making a general, this is what I said. Commentary channels who profit off of calling other people's mental health into question, that's you guys are dorks.
And I think you're allowed to have that opinion.
I call them dorks, Yeah.
Dorks. How dare you?
Oh, that Jake Weddle, that son of a bitch.
Take his career.
Yeah.
And so what happened after this? Wait, actually, before that happened, Lex, she made a video on her YouTube channel. I forget the title. I don't think it's up there anymore. But it was pretty much.
You could tee it up.
No, it was pretty much like an update on life. I think I archived it. Other people probably have. It was like an update on everything. She talked about her car and how happy she is in life and stuff. And then like halfway through, she kind of brought up you and like the haters, and she called them out by name. Right? She was specific, and everything was fine. I mean, people made content on it, whatever. Water under the bridge. And when you made your response, it was bad.
It was an Instagram story. It was innocuous. I didn't call anybody out by name.
Yeah.
And then, so I didn't say, if anything, I didn't say to her for not to make that video, even though I was very uncomfortable with her making that video. I did say, maybe don't phrase it like that. Maybe don't say this. Maybe don't include this detail. Like I did a little bit of that, but that was, people say, why aren't you reeling her in, fellas? I was reeling her in as much as I could.
That was her at a Z, the lowest of the low.
Yeah.
So that post that you made was apparently where she had to put her foot down.
Yeah, she said, take that down. And I was like, what? Why do I have to take that down? You've been doing all of this. I don't want to take this down.
Right.
And she said, all right, well, if that's the case, then I'll pay for half your hotel tonight. And I was like, what?
Jesus.
What are you talking about? Half your hotel?
Over a post.
Over a post. And so that's when, again, to use the terminology reactive abuse, which I don't want to be, like fucking therapy coded about it.
Right.
I've everyone's been in a toxic relationship or two in my life. I'm at a period right now where I'm stuck in a date moving forward. But I went a lot of what I've seen, that's available publicly, research on this, whether that's parasocial or not, I'm the self-proclaimed idiot. Okay.
Yeah, it happens.
But Reactive abuse is, terminology to describe when somebody riles you up purposefully. Like literally, am I annoying? Am I annoying? Am I annoying? And then you go, yes. And then click. And then the screenshot, the capturing you in that moment in your worst. I referenced that in my Mr. Beast video. I think it was Jake the Viking versus Jake the Weddle. I referenced for you to take a snapshot of somebody at their worst for the purpose of discrediting them. That's a scummy thing to do no matter what. And I think instead of taking a snapshot of somebody at their worst,
show the whole thing.
You should help show the whole thing, but also help them.
Yeah.
If they're having anger issues, or if they're like having a drug problem, or if they're doing like let's say instead of murdering everybody for every little mistake, there's educational moments and there's rehabilitation, and there's people should be allowed to make mistakes sometimes and not be their best selves and learn from it rather than condemn it, hide it. It's shameful, screenshot it, and then use it for defaming somebody or silencing people. And it's just so funny that she was trying to stop me from going on the stream for my mental health, and then I said all the things I had to say, and then she was like, well, guess I gotta drop my nukes now. And it's like, is that for my mental health? Yeah,
you reached out to me shortly after this breakup, and you got kicked out, and you told me almost word for word what was going to happen, and it was so funny to watch it play out live.
And I told you word for word what was going to happen, and the only thing I didn't prepare for was that she was hacked into all of my
that
devices.
Was the best part. That was cinema.
What? That was fucking. Oh my god.
So we'll get to that again. We're edging you. So you guys basically at that point, I don't know, broke up. You were at a fight. She said, you're getting out of here because you're not deleting your Instagram post. Yeah. And then what happened?
And then I'm oscillating between being very, very angry and being very, very, very sad.
As you should. You weren't in your own country, right? You were somewhere else.
Yeah,
country.
I was in my own country. She was doing all this stuff. There was a litany of it was the moment where I'm getting upset, and then she goes, click, gotcha.
Of course.
And when that happens, I'm crying. And I'm packing. That is, I remember at one point I can't find my camera, and I'm like, I can't find my camera, and I'm like, because I'm trying to leave.
You're mad. There's so much happening.
Yes, and then she called the police and told the police that I was not leaving the property. She said I would not leave, and so when the police showed up after 2 seconds, they were just chill, and I was chill, and I left.
Yep. Just as simple as it could have been. Bad breakup, nothing more. Until wait. Before we get to that, there's a photo going around of a hole in a wall.
She's saying I threw my phone. Well, at first she was saying I punched a hole in the wall.
Yeah, and it's not the shape of a fist.
It's not the shape of a fist. She said I punched a hole in the wall. I did not do that. Then she's saying I threw my phone. Yes, at one point I tossed my phone aside. Actually, I'll do a reenactment right now. Here we go.
Okay, let's see it.
No, we have video. All right. So this is what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Stupid, silly thing that is happening right now. I hate that I have to do this. So I'm trying to talk to her because she's like, "Hey, get out of my house. I'll pay for a hotel. Goodbye. Close the door." I'm like, what the fuck, huh? What are you talking about? And she's texting me, and I'm like, don't text me. Talk to me through the. You see what I just did there? You see what I just passed by? Yeah? That's what I did.
You left the hole in the floor. You left the hole in the floor, right? No.
Well, it's funny because I'm looking at again, I don't want to speculate on whether or not this is a legitimate, from this, do you see how into the weeds we have to get about this? Because when I get into the weeds, I don't know if that's her wall. That doesn't look like the color of her wall.
Right.
But I don't want to say that if it is. And I don't want to say that if my phone did do that, because maybe my phone did do that.
Right.
Okay.
Let me pay you for your $50 drywall replacement. My bad. Sorry.
1,000%. At the same time, I remember she left she's got a snake, and she left the heating lamp from her snake on the ground, and it burned like a brown spot into the floor. That
was abusive. She did on purpose.
Yeah, no, she's gonna set the house on fire. She set stuff on.
She was trying to take you out. Actually, no.
Fucking for real, you know? Like, so like, can I confirm or deny that I left a hole in the wall with my fist? Yeah, I didn't do it with my 1,000%. I didn't do it with my fist.
Unless
did
your
I do that
hand
with
is
my
like the shape of an L or like a zebra or something.
I want to say there is a 10% chance that yes, my phone left that nick in the wall.
There it is. Okay. And it wasn't
10% chance.
it wasn't your intention either. Like you didn't just angrily slam it with all your might. Because your phone looked fine too. Your case is still good. Your phone's still good. Show us that.
Yeah, look at my phone.
Look
Look at my fine phone.
Yeah, I feel like slamming the end of the wall would not leave it in such good condition.
Yeah, no, I've had this phone
there's
for
a few cracks. You did it. No.
Oh sure, yeah, I'm fucking
We've all dropped a phone or two.
Well, the fucking I just toss my shit all the time. Fucking, I'm
just
very
on a
reckless
razor
with all
blade.
the
It's
technology.
over.
This is somebody who provably participates in like alt accounts, manipulation,
yeah.
Photoshop. Clearly revels in manipulating people. The way
For
she's
sure.
like, I'm playing Hellbent like a fiddle.
Right.
You know, like a real thing that she said that I screenshotted and sent to you.
Right.
Like, so like. How can you also people are reaching out to me saying this is what she does.
Yeah. After the breakup, you reach out to me, you know, one-on-one, boy to boy, and you're just like, hey, this stuff happened. Don't tell anyone. I didn't tell anyone. And you started to basically tell me what she was going to do, which ended up happening. She drops a song about you and about the relationship.
The song was a surprise. It was surprisingly fast.
It was
how that
fast,
song came out.
And it was surprisingly okay. She's not a bad singer. Let's get down. But
okay, look, I'm going to give an honest review. Okay, if I may. I think the mixing on it is very good. I think it is mixed very well. That is a very good mixing job. The lyrics are very bad. You can't say the names of social medias.
It's weird.
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
Yeah,
like you can't.
Yeah.
Like, it's mixed. It's mixed very well, and the lyrics are bad. That's my honest review.
Right. And there's a lot of crazy stuff in this song, and people were quickly taking it, you know, as a I don't know if you would say bait. They were just quick to say, oh, I knew Jake was a horrible, evil person.
Right.
I mean, she mentions all the things you took from me, you know, from posting on your Instagram story. Go and sue me with your lawyer. Things like this.
That's so the lawyer she made me get.
No,
I wouldn't have a lawyer if she didn't make me get a lawyer.
Sue me with the lawyer I found, right? So she's admitting to the lawyer accusations, right?
Yeah. So yeah, it's so basically what that song is her getting ahead of me talking about her publicly.
Oh God,
because that whole song is about, oh, Jake's gonna control the narrative.
Right.
I didn't Photoshop nothing. You know, I didn't make any alt accounts. Okay, if anybody's controlling the narrative, it's the person who's hacked into my computer who is blocking me from getting on stream. Am I crazy?
And to clear up any confusion too, that the song's about you, she was nice enough to leave a snippet of your audio in the beginning.
You don't care about my feelings, do you? Do I need to say that again? She left a snippet of my audio in the beginning. Audio she said to me privately, I have private recordings of you, but don't worry, I'm not going to publish them, but they are for my protection. Okay. And then the first thing she did was publish them.
Yep, she did. So she published them, and then she's starting to tell community or commentary people like, there's more coming if he dares open his mouth against me, right?
So, okay, bet. Here we go.
Yeah, and this leads to the next part. So the community finds the song, right? It starts making its rounds. People are like, oh, she's surprisingly good. Oh, I knew Jake was a bad guy. I didn't like this. I reached out to you, tried to get some clarification. We made things happen. You know, I think it's all good in the end.
The first thing she said was, don't worry, if we break up, I'm not going to like, you know, everything you tell me in confidence, I will never say publicly, you know, and then she proceeded to record me privately and make it very public. That was the first thing she did before I even landed, before my feet touched the ground in the States.
Yeah.
She has a full mix with the, oh God.
And she's also leaked messages of that. Like she's leaked messages, which don't even make you look bad. If anything, she looks like a dick for leaking these. It's you pretty much just saying like, oh, like, why'd you do this? Like, I loved you, blah, 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 like stuff like that. Right. And she
Yeah,
leaked
dude,
these.
can I tell you something? I loved her genuinely, bottom of my heart, and that's the most embarrassing thing.
Yeah.
I really cared about that lady. I really did.
You got grifted, bro.
I felt safe. I felt comfortable, and this has happened to me before. You know,
Yeah.
this is I've had people who know me from stand up or YouTube. I get milked. I'm very gullible.
She dropped her song. It was making rounds. People started watching it. People were commenting on it because of like the irony. It's funny. People thought, oh, Jake Weddle and his girlfriend that he loved so much, they broke up. It's so funny, haha. And somehow she ended up on a call with a channel by the name of Mrow, who's like another smaller commentary guy.
It was just the next person on the grift.
Yeah, it was interesting because they didn't really like spill any tea. They just were like watching funny videos together. They got asked a few questions and whatnot. She pretty much denied the alt account allegations, which, yeah, that ended up not being true.
One time she showed me. I wish I had the screenshot. I have to find it because I didn't actively take screenshots of things she sent me.
Yeah,
I have to go back and find them.
You don't expect to have to.
Right. But she did one point say, "Hey, here's all the alt accounts I have, so
God.
if one of these accounts reached out to you, it's me." And she has like 5 or 6 of them. Like
Jesus.
fucking like. I know she's got a handful of Discord alts and she's got a handful of Reddit alts, but that's all I've seen.
Completely sane behavior. Completely.
Very. I'm not on Reddit. I'm not on Discord. I'm not a part of this world, and I hate it now that I'm here. I gotta tell you, I fucking.
No, I had to pretty much keep you up to date on everything that was happening because you're not on it.
Fucking yeah.
You're doing your own thing, and then you're finding out, this is leaking. And so we set up the call. You and me, we're gonna have a call. I'm not so great in live, like debate settings and things like that, interview settings. So I let buddy Aiden Projects do it, who you guys haven't been on like the greatest of terms, but
honestly, all I know is this person has made like a bunch of has participated in the campaign that is also adjacent to the
other one.
Yeah, I wouldn't be too fond of somebody off the bat about that, but it's
fair.
very similar. I have a video on my channel turning my haters into friends.
Yeah, it happens.
Sometimes some of these haters will reach out to me and say, "Hey man, I don't like you, but there's a lot of like false accusations coming your way from like some wild, insane people."
Yeah.
And when a hater of mine who can not like me like because my comedy's bad or whatever, like that's fine.
Yeah.
But like can say, "Oh, well, that's wild and unhinged. I should warn this guy." That's fine.
And then after this, while the call was literally like on the cusp of being set up, Lex apparently gets into Mrow's call to spill more tea, say like, "Oh, if Jake says anything crazy, I'm leaking it all. Is what she starts saying. Typical, the most sane blackmail behavior, right?
It's so funny.
And so you say, "F it. We're going live. We're doing it live."
Well, I know she's threatening me with this dirt, and I know what dirt she has isn't dirt.
Yeah.
So I'm like, "Oh, you're gonna threaten me with blackmail when you used to be my biggest supporter?"
Yeah.
I'm just gonna tell people what happened.
Yeah, and the blackmail is what she included in her clip or in the snippet of her song. She has like longer versions, apparently. If you just crying, you raising your voice, I guess, during like an argument, right?
What she has is me being upset at her for kicking me out of her house over an Instagram story when I'm in a foreign goddamn country.
Yeah.
Like while I the reasons why I'm upset are besides the point. I'm clearly very upset in the video, or if it's out there. I don't know as of this if it's out there or not. I really hope it's not because it's embarrassing. It's like an unconsensual sex tape.
Yeah,
know, it's like literally like, "Hey, you do this, I'm gonna leak your nudes." Something that was a private moment. It's gross to do that to somebody, and like. I have been in multiple relationships where people have been physical with me. I have been in situations where police were called and my partner was arrested for beating me.
Right.
And so and Lex knew that. And for her to basically flip the script and leverage that as if like what that was a purposeful, calculated method of you better not talk about me.
Oh yeah, it gets worse. It gets worse. We're not even to that point. While we were setting up this call, Aiden got blocked, surprisingly, but not by you, but by someone on your account, right? So he calls you, you're setting up your cameras, you see how ugly he is. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. You see his face.
Honestly, his haircut threw me off. I was oh, this guy. I'm sorry, that's so funny. I said, funny. Oh, fucking, I see this guy's haircut for 10 seconds. Right. I go, oh, I don't care.
So you see how he looks, you leave the call and instantly block him.
Pull that up, and then I'll turn on my camera.
Okay.
I'll just set up virtual.
Is it already going? Are we on?
Yeah, we're on. They can hear you. They can hear you.
Gotcha. Hey, hello. It's so funny when you can't see stream. I'm sure there'd be.
Wait, output source. Oh, did he cut out?
Did I lose you? Did I do it? Are we back? What's going on?
Yeah, we're back. Hold on. I'm just turning on my
Okay. No worries.
All right. How about? Wait. Fuck. Sorry. Here we go. I'm just setting up my webcam. I didn't know we were gonna do face, so I wanted to. I didn't get that part set up.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No,
I can turn it off.
No, all good. That makes actually more sense, if anything. Wait. Now you can. Wait. Fuck. Hold on. I'm sorry. Wait.
It's okay. You're okay, brother. It's so okay.
All right. We'll do that. Turn you off there. We'll go to like scene 2. Put that up. Window capture. There we go. All right, I think we got it. I think we're good. So how's it going? Can you hear me? Wait, why is it? Hello? What the fuck just he blocked me. He literally just blocked me. Is he that upset that I didn't have my camera on? He joined, leaves, and then blocks me? I think someone is hacking him? Dude, he's being hacked?
I think so. He was literally calling me.
Yeah, and then it cuts out and he blocks out of nowhere, and then it's like shit's fucking up. It looks like his account's like deleted or something, because like it didn't even show him leave the group.
Yeah, he was literally typing to me, and then he blocked me somehow. I think someone's on his account. Except it's not you that does that. So what I do is, me being the mediator, I make a group with me and you, call that group, to which you block me and leave the group. And so I go to Instagram and I'm like, dude, what the heck just happened? Is your Instagram or your Discord down or something? And you're like, what'd you say? Like you got logged out or like something hacked me, something like that?
As soon as it started happening, I thought, there's no way.
Oh,
there's no way. Are you? Because I thought, what could be happening right now? She was my assistant.
Yeah.
I used her computer because I broke my laptop recently, so I don't have a laptop anymore, and I didn't fly my PC to Canada,
Yeah.
So I was using her laptop to work. So I was logged in on some stuff, and I either thought I had logged out of all my shit. I mean, I left in a hurry, so I don't know. I didn't double check to make sure I was logged out of all my stuff.
I knew something was up because I was texting you. Literally, as I was texting you, like it said, like Jake Weddle was typing, and then I got blocked, like mid-type. I was like, that doesn't even like really add up. So, I message you on there. We find out you were hacked. We're not saying it was Lex yet. We hop on over to Mrow Stream. Lex joins Mrow Stream again and pretty much admits to doing it, right? Basically confirms she's had access to all your messages and everything for the past few weeks, which is creepy, scary.
And I have been telling people I'm scared of her. I've been telling people that like she's got blackmail on me.
Yeah.
I've been telling people that I got rug pulled, and she's watching me tell people that.
And all of this was probably archived. Like that's how unhinged she is. She's the type to archive everything.
Like I'm literally like I'm still getting the heebie-jeebies.
And it gets worse. It gets worse. she's in this morale call saying she did this for your safety or for like to help you.
For my mental health, Lex, please leave me alone.
Like, she doesn't want to blackmail or hack you. She's just doing, she has to at this point.
For my safety,
you've given
please,
her no other
yes.
choice.
She's calling. Hey,
Hi.
what's up?
If Jake, I'm fucking, yeah, I'm trying to save Jake from himself right now. Because if he does fucking speak up, my
You're
hand
trying
is forced.
to. Can you? You're
My
gonna,
hand is
You're trying to
forced.
save Jake
Like,
from himself from doing what?
I don't want him to force my hand for us to release those recordings. Because I'm gonna have to if he says some fucked shit. And it's not, like, I sent you the photo of the dent that he left in my wall. Like, if he fucking does this, he knows, and his friends are not okay with it. Like, his in real life friends are trying to be like, dude, like, this is not okay. Like, we're trying to fucking care for him.
You're trying to care
and
for him.
I don't want to I'm going to have to defend myself. I was not going to release those full recordings, the full 12-minute recording of him yelling at me. Like, I don't want to release that.
Okay.
But I'm gonna have to if he does this. Like, I'm trying to help him.
And I managed to get you and Aiden finally together on a phone call. He leaks your number. No, he doesn't do that. I'm joking. You're very adamant. Say, don't leak my number. I did not.
Well, because my number already got leaked once. I've already changed my number once because of all this shit.
You know, you fought through it. You said, we need to have this call. Don't leak it.
Yeah, fuck it.
You have a call.
Please don't leak it. Here's my phone number. Holy shit.
And you have an amazing call with Aiden. Like, it was awesome. Like, the chat loved you.
I appreciate that.
The chat was making their way back. So, you know what? Lex is crazy. Jake was right all along.
I'm not, Lex can make all the accusations about me. I'm not, trying to say, I'm not even alleging she hacked my stuff. She did that. She said that. She said
it.
my stuff.
She said it herself. We'll include it. I'm including a clip.
So I just want to make a couple things perfectly clear, if I may. I don't condone, not believing survivors of domestic violence. I'm not saying that all women be trifling. I'm not saying, because I don't want this to be like an excuse for men to be like, oh, she's just sucking it. She's just, because some people can take things that Lex did allegedly and turn it into a very, very, very sexist conversation.
Exactly.
And that is what I really want not to happen. So that's one thing I really want to make perfectly clear.
We have it here. The exclusive. You can check out the live on Aiden's stream. Hopefully you made it through this video. And
if you want to subscribe to my channel, that's perfectly fine. If you don't like my stand-up, that's perfectly fine. But if you want to see more of my stuff, just go to Jake Weddle on YouTube. I don't have a silly name. Like there's CamNuggets over here. The Turkey Toms and the soggy cereals. Yeah. I'm kidding. Just Jake Weddle on YouTube. Like and subscribe, all that jazz. I appreciate you.
And Turkey Tom is not a turkey. No, and do not pirate his stuff, or you will get a copyright strike.
Now the special's out. The special's out now.
Go
and
check
it's on
it out.
YouTube. It's on
It's
YouTube.
linked.
So I was upset because it was on my Patreon paywall. That's why I was upset.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, everything's flying over the screen. His specials, his videos. Go check them all out. Go show some love to Jake.
All right.
See you around, my friends.